I'm not in charge. As long as I'm not in charge of arts and crafts, we'll all be okay, Mel. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Normally, this is when we bring in Dina. Of course, she is taking the day off and getting a break. We're going to have Nicole tell us about this challenge that we've been seeing on TikTok more than anywhere else. And this cracks me up because you really find out a little something about your kids, Nicole.
Absolutely. I keep thinking if I was put in this challenge, what I would do. So it's called the Patience Challenge, and it started out on TikTok, and now it's everywhere. People are posting on Instagram, on Twitter, and basically it's parents testing the restraint of their children. So they're putting their favorite snack or dessert in front of them, having a camera kind of propped up, and then leaving them for a minute to see if they would eat it or not, telling them to wait until they come back. So this little boy is from the UK. It's Daniel Gallagher's son, Arthur, and he is just the cutest thing because he's looking at it so hard. He's like, even goes as far as to like kind of start picking his fingernails. Yeah, you can see he's like thinking about it. He's like, should I do it? Is it worth it? I don't know. And it's funny because every kid has a different reaction. So there's another toddler, and I think he's speaking Spanish in the video anyway. And this is an epic fail. You can tell he's really struggling with it over here. He's kind of looking around like, is she going to see? I don't know what to do. And then wait for it. He gives a little wiggle.
Little wiggle,
and
yeah.
he just dives in. Eventually, you'll see. And it's hilarious. And he has no regret. And then as soon as he's caught, though, wide eyes. Ready? Caught in the act. He's like, is anyone going to see? Done. Print it out. And we've had viewers give us videos as well. Michelle Janto sent us a video of her kids. And this one is cute, too, because there's two of them. And this has been really funny to see, too, how the kids are kind of interacting during the waiting time. And they kind of chat with one another in their own sort of language and see if they can, like, talk each other out of it or into it, I should say. But they passed the test. So I want to know, what do you think your kids would do? Frankie, Gavin, and Matheson, what do you think they would do?
I would turn my back and they would go for it right away. But I'm going to tell people out there, this is kind of mean to do to your kids, and a reminder that later on in life, your kids may be taking care of you. So just think about later on in life, if they put your favorite snack in front of you and said, I'll be back, that's not fair. Yeah.
No, I know, you're right. What about you, Raj? What would your son do? Oh,
Raj
you're
is
eating it right away.
already.
You're eating it.
I'm eating the chocolate
I don't know
already.
if I could.
Why would you wait for chocolate? Break all the rules, kids. That's actually a classic test that they do on kids, indicative of their patience and their maturity level. They'll do that. They've done that in studies as well. And I think the longer you can wait, the more it shows that you'll succeed later in life. But
Devo, do you live by that?
No, I don't live by that model.
even at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I think if you want something, you go out and get it.
On a more serious note, my son, he got this. He loves building these models, these Gundam models, and he got this big one, and he's been holding off to build it. So he did really well. He held off for 2 days on not building it because he knew he wanted to build it at a certain time. So he's done it. As for Dad, back to you guys. I'm eating chocolate.
Well, our very own Melanie Ng, her son, actually did it. She did it with him. And it's really funny because majority of the time, I hope we can pull up the video. And Mel, such a cutie. He was just confused why you were doing it all together.
You'll see what he did. And when you say he just goes and gets it, he goes and gets it. He has no patience.
Until I get back, okay? Why? What for?
What for, he says. So he goes and gets me.
Aww.
What for, Mommy?
He went into the other room and is like, no. I want this. Come on back. Come on back. So he finally brings me. He runs away. You're going to see him come back into the shot and explain why he went and got me. So, hey, you know what? There's a little bit...
Because I want to eat it now.
He wants to eat it
He
now.
wants to eat it now.
Aww,
And you know
smart
what?
kid.
I get
He
it.
wants to eat
I
it.
wanted to eat the chocolate.
Okay, he's going to be a lawyer maybe.
Yeah.
It is.
Argument
Yeah.
for his
He's
case.
Negotiating skills.
He's got a
absolutely.
great point right there.
He
Why
knows what
would
he
you
wants.
put it in front of me
Why?
if I can't eat it? Why would you put it in front of me? What's the point of it being here? It also shows which kids are going to lie to you and which aren't. Because they're going to have the snack and be like, did you eat it? Because there's a lot of videos
Exactly.
like that, right? The kids that come back and they're like, have you eaten it? They're like, no, I didn't touch
Kind
it.
of hard to lie about a snack you've eaten, though.
Well, if some of the parents have been putting it out, they put like a bunch of candy or whatever, and there's 10 of them. You know, if you take one, you might not know how many were in there. You can get away with it. You can tell I was the sneaky kid.
You know what you do with that? You look behind the couch because that's where the wrappers are.